Girls got these rad stats. Cheers, ladies.
The bubbly. So how is it, Ma? Ooh.
Cheers, ladies. Just got paid. It's Friday night. Party hunting. Feeling right. Hope you guys are ready. Let's do this. Grab your drink. Hello. Hello there, Alex. Katrina is in
Hey,
the
how's it going?
house. So it is time for happy hour. Hopefully we'll get some more people here. How you doing, Alex? How was your week?
I'm doing good. My week was busy with work, but yesterday I went to Magic Kingdom, so it was fun.
Oh, you have the life. You
Yeah.
really have the life out there in Orlando.
Yeah.
I went to Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom this week, which was pretty amazing. And let's see, before we get started, we have Katrina in the house as always. She is
Hey,
amazing.
Katrina.
The
How are you?
wonderful mod extraordinaire is what I call her. And we got a couple of other people, but I don't know. I haven't seen you. So thank you for being here. And let's start. Let's pour our glass of wine like we like to do, and start getting our happy hour on.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna pour a nice size glass.
So mine's not really. I got mine in a little box.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So it's Merlot.
I
So,
love it. I got a Moscato here. All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and have a toast. And I'm going to toast to YouTube for bringing together like-minded people of all ages together in amazing friendships forever.
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I needed that. All right,
Not bad.
let's, before we start saying, Eric, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. We have Stephanie Renee. Thank you for being here. Hey, love. We have Emily Rose. Hi, Emily. And of course, Katrina already putting up here InTheBatLoop. You guys were going to talk about his channel. He is amazing. Just Ginger in the house. We're going to talk about her and her amazing giveaway here at the end. You guys want to go to her channel and sign up before tonight at 7 p.m. Western. Alex,
Yeah, I
you're old
turned
enough
21. I turned 21 yesterday, so I think I'm good.
No way, Alex.
No, I'm kidding. I'm being.
I was like, wait.
No, he was being sarcastic, so I was like, I'll be sarcastic back.
Alex, you got me there. Oh, how funny. We got Lazy Days in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Adventures by
Abel's. That's one of my friends. Katrina.
Yes. Oh, I met them
Carla.
before.
Yeah.
Hi,
Carla
guys. Thank you for swinging
Yeah.
by. I appreciate it and supporting our love, Alex.
Hey, Stephanie.
And the Disney Bakers in the house. Amazing. Chris, thank you for being here. Guys, I appreciate you being here. And let's get started. Now, you know how this works. I want to first introduce one of my very first supporters in YouTube. I came on YouTube. I had very little people, and Alex and I struck up a friendship immediately. First, I think I found him, and I was so impressed with his skills, his suaveness, his editing on his videos. Just amazing. You know I love you. I've loved you from the beginning. I've showed everybody your videos. And anyway, he came back and showed me that same support and love, and I really appreciate it. So I want to introduce to you guys and support. We're in the BatLoop now. It's Alex.
I like
So
that.
Alex, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, your channel, and guys, as always, he's gonna throw in a little lie that we gotta figure out. And if we get it wrong, it's a time for a sippity sip. And if we get it right, we celebrate with a sippity sip. And that's how it works. Let me put him up here and hear a little bit about Alex.
All right,
There you
yeah.
are. Mhm.
Hello, all. So a little bit about myself. Originally from Orlando, Florida. I've lived in 2 other states. You could tell, huge Batman fan, like huge. And let's see what else about me. Oh, I love to eat. Food is life. Love to eat. Like I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat anything. Everything's good. Um, I'm a huge tech nerd, so if you need like anything with like tech, I'm like nerdy. I got like several laptops, I got several phones, I got tablets, I got like if you see my setup right now in front of me, you'd be like, wow, you're definitely a nerd. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I guess that's a little bit about me. Oh,
How
and
about
I
what you
love
do on your channel?
yeah, my channel. So in the Batloop, I wanted to put Batman in the name, so that's why I chose bats instead of like Batman. So that's why in the Batloop, bats they kind of fly, in the loop. So I threw that in there, and I'm also all about like letting people, when I go to the parks, I kind of let people know like anything informational, so I keep them in the loop. So that's where I kind of came up with the name in the Batloop. But yeah, my channel is mostly about theme park vlogs. I'm focused just on Disney World and Universal Studios. Those are my 2 main focus. I'll try to do SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, stuff like that, but I think people right now just kind of really focus on those two. And so I'll do that. And I kind of do vlogs outside of the theme parks I've done. I've gone to like a movie theaters when they open up to show people, the safety protocols. Do you feel safe at the movie theater? Should you go back? I've gone to like a Dave and Buster's, showed people like that. So I got a little different, not just solely on theme parks. Also, I do podcast. Um, I do like the podcasts that I do. I don't really have a certain subject. It's just I'm open to anything. I'll talk about like Disney. I'll talk about life. I'll talk about whatever there is. Whatever there is to talk about, I will talk about it on my podcast. And my podcast is what really started my channel. I didn't really do theme park vlogs first. I had a lot of people telling me like, "Hey, you have like a voice that's like a radio voice or a podcast voice," and I was like, "Oh,
Fact.
okay." And I even had some people said you could do smooth jazz.
Yes,
So I was
fact.
like, okay. I was like, if my voice is talented, then maybe I should put it out there, maybe in YouTube or in podcasts. So that's how it all started. And I'm starting to do a little bit of live streams, Ventured by Ables. If you see them in the chat, there are 2 of my friends that we started doing some live stream discussions. So that's in there, and I'll probably do some live streams in the parks. But in just general, that's what my channel's all about.
Wonderful. Okay, let me put you back here. Let's go a little shorter here.
I love the hat.
I had to support. We're in the bat loop in Hayes Happy Hour tonight. So if you heard him, I love watching his videos. One of the reasons is that voice. He's so chill. It's so opposite from me. I have this squeaky, loud, horrifying voice. So
Your
I'm
voice
sorry
isn't bad.
about
No,
that.
it's not bad at
But
all.
Alex has this smooth talker, he's smooth operator and his edits and everything. So you know how I like to say, watch some of his videos and consider subscribing, because I guarantee if you go over to his channel, you watch some of his videos, his reviews on food, I feel like I'm there eating it with him most of the time. His reviews on food are amazing, and his edits on Universal and Disney are absolutely fabulous. So
Thank
please
you.
consider subscribing over to he's growing so quickly. He's over 400 already, so this one deserves to get at that road to 1,000 very quickly. So let's see what Shaq's saying. So I see Katrina had a question for you, if that's not too
How,
personal.
how old am I? 27.
Ooh, I would think you were a little younger. And just Ginger, I'd love to see your setup. Me too. I need some advice because I don't know how to do anything here. Yadi, we need your support group. We'll talk about that a little later. And I wanted to mention Zoelle, which is John and Claire and her family are right now at Disney. And she was waiting in line for Soren and came in to support. So love you, John and Claire. Thank you so much. Let's see. Jeffrey came in. Hello, Jeffrey. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Jeffrey.
And Lisa, I think I saw here. Wonderful. Thank you for stopping by, Lisa. All right. So I think I know what the lie is. I don't know if anybody else can figure it out, but he was very smooth about it. And if anybody wants to say or think what the lie is, please fill me in. I'll give you guys a minute. And while I do that, let's say hello to my girl. Mickey's Girls is in here, Danielle. And you're amazing. You know that. Oh my gosh. Look who's here. Jen and Joe on the go.
Jen and Joe, hey.
Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, and we have a couple of kiddos from the West Coast. We got a lot of people coming by to support us here, Alex. That's amazing.
All right, sweet. Hey, the more people, the better, right?
Yes, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Alex just told us a little bit about himself and his channel. And as I mentioned again, please consider going over and subscribing. Alex, I think the lie is that you grew up in Orlando or that you're from Orlando. Because
let's see what everyone else is going to guess. I just want to see. I'm curious.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
I think a couple of kiddos said lives in 2 other states or have lived in 2 other states.
I think lives in 2 other states. Okay. Anybody else guess the lie? Jen and Joe, I love them so much. They have an amazing channel and I laugh every time I'm on their channel. So definitely, like I say, consider looking at some videos. And if you like what you see, definitely subscribe. Yeah, and we have Aubrey's Adventures too with her and her beautiful, beautiful daughter. Hi, thank you so much for being here. And Aubrey, I hope at the end of the happy hour here, I have a little something to talk about. So hopefully you guys can join us on that. And Katrina saying hi to anybody. So anybody else guess anything about Alex? Let me know. And in the meantime, cheers to you, Alex, and everybody that's live.
Cheers.
Elias, how he came about his name. Well, was the lie about how you came about your name?
No, it's not how I came about my name. It's not. I think you're. How do you put?
You don't eat everything. He eats everything. At least his live show.
Wrong on that one. Yadi got it right. I'm not from Orlando, Florida. I'm actually not.
I've been listening.
I know.
Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Colorado. For those who didn't know, yeah, not from Florida at all. I've been here, I want to say it's about 2.5 years now that I moved over here. Yeah, so I don't miss Colorado. I don't miss the cold. I don't miss the snow. I don't miss, trying to clear ice off my vehicle, driving in the snow. What else? Just everything. the 5 degrees, -5 degrees, -10 degrees. Nope. I love it here. Like today's like 85 degrees today. Beautiful weather. It's just like nice. Go to the beach and yeah. Right now, in probably Colorado's probably like 10 degrees right now. So
like, I couldn't live with that. I could not live with that. So we're glad to have you here. I'm so glad you decided to move to Florida and to the Parks area because that's how InTheBatLoop got created. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. All right, guys, let's get into the topic of the weeks. And my topic is really, I was at Disney and it was amazing and I had so much fun, but I was pretty shocked, Alex, to see how full it was. The parks on a Tuesday at Animal Kingdom was packed. So since you're always there, tell me a little bit about it because there was some weeks that I saw that were, pretty chill and I didn't see that many people, but wow.
It's well, before I start that, I want everyone, there was one more special guest that was just sitting here and I want him to be part of the show.
Yay!
Remy. I think this is suitable for the
Disney
topic of
time.
Disney. Yeah, Disney time. So back to what you were saying. Yeah. So Tuesday, which, like a couple days ago you went. So pretty much I want to say I went last weekend, like on a Saturday. I actually went with the Ventures by Abel's, and it was like we were actually supposed to go to Universal Studios. It reached capacity, and We were gonna go to Magic Kingdom. I couldn't even get a pass, and so we were like, oh, let's just go to Disney Springs. Disney Springs, and Jen and Joe, they were there on the weekend too to Disney Springs. I found out they were there. We didn't meet up, but they were even saying how busy it was. So like Disney Springs was like super crowded. I don't know what was going on with last weekend and kind of leading up to what you said, Tuesday. Tuesday was pretty busy. And yesterday, I actually went to Magic Kingdom yesterday and was like fairly busy, and all the other parks were fairly busy. So I don't know what was going on this past weekend and going into this week, because I know what 2 weekends ago was Valentine's Day weekend. So I thought that everybody would, if they were going to go to the parks, it was that weekend. That was the weekend to be busy at Disney Springs, at Disney World, at Universal Studios. And so why was busy on a Tuesday for you? Why was busy yesterday? Why was it busy last weekend? I have no idea. Yes, the parks are usually busy on the weekend, but not, they've kind of died down since, I want to say, the second weekend of January. They kind of just been like really died down. There was even one day, so for any of you guys in the chat that's been to Hollywood Studios, that is one of the busiest parks. Because of Rise of the Resistance, and you got all the other rides, and Slinky Dog and stuff like that. There was a day, I think it was it was just a Thursday, or it was a Saturday. I don't know which one of the two, but I was able to go. Slinky Dog was only a 20-minute wait, but when I was really in line, it was only 15 minutes. I rode that twice. All the other Mickey and Minnie was like a 25-minute wait. That's usually like a 60-70 minute wait. So I don't know what's been going on, but
Yeah, because usually we love going in January, around the second week of January, always, because the levels, the crowds are so much lower, and it's amazing. But and we've gone in February. We've actually gone to celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day, and I feel like this was still a little bit more packed than Valentine's Day, which I think maybe what's happening is, across the country, there's not many places to go. And, Orlando is a drive, from so many places.
True.
People need to get out, and they're feeling safer, I think, because of the vaccines or something. But yeah, I was kind of, pretty shocked that it was so packed. Look at the Disney baker. He says, Yadi, your bank called. You have to return all your lounge flights. Never. Never. I want to welcome in Dustin, who came in. I love
Dustin.
So much for being here. And I love this. Jen and Joe went to Disney Springs, and what did they do? They grabbed the margarita and left.
Yeah, that's all you. Yeah, that's all you could do. It was so crowded. It was like either you were gonna, if you had reservations, fine, go and do your little dinner thing. But if you didn't have reservations, or you didn't have really plans, if you were trying to go get a dessert, margarita, whatever, it was get that and go, because it was just too crowded.
Yeah, I luckily I went to Springs twice. In fact, I don't know if you could see this, but look at all those bags I have to.
Of course,
twice. And I went early, so I went into all the stores, no lines, no nothing. So if you're going to go shopping, make sure you go early, because if you go later, you're stuck in in those lines and those crowds, and that's just not fun. All right. Well, I wanted you to talk to us a little bit about Universal. I have not been to Universal. And I know I talked to you one time that I said I definitely have to get back, but it's been, I'm going to say, 5 years or so that I have not been. My kids go all the time. They love Universal and they go all the time, but I haven't been in forever. So since you're such a pro and you go to both, I wanted to see if you can let us know, what do you think if it's safer over there. Do you feel safe? How do you think the park is? Give us any tips on Universal, because I definitely want to get back.
So Universal, you do feel safe there. For the most part, I do see everybody just like at Disney World wearing their masks. They have their mask up to the nose, everything's covered up. They have the same strict rules. You can't be walking and eating and drinking with your mask down. You have to be stationary somewhere. If you don't want to abide with the rules, you will be asked to leave. They play the same announcement at Disney World that they do at Universal Studios. So for the most part, they have that. Then they have people that walk around with speakers, I guess, and they will like let people know, like, hey, your mask, you need to put it up. So they will be loud and clear and make sure they hear you, and they will chase you down. I saw a couple cast members, or I don't know what you want to call them, but the employees actually go in, like if someone was kind of far away, they would like speed walk to that person to let them know, like, hey, your mask needs to go up to your nose or it needs to be on or something. So I'm glad they do that, and they're keeping it, they're enforcing the rules. Because some people will try to find loopholes, or they'll be like, oh, nobody's looking, let me take my mask off, and here's the thing about Disney, doesn't really have this so much, but Universal, they do have areas where you can take a break from your mask. They did that on purpose for people, because you can get tired of wearing a mask. We all hate wearing it, but we have to, right? But at least Universal Studio has different areas throughout the parks. They're like, hey, you want to take off your mask without getting yelled at or in trouble? You come to this little spot, the little rest area. You could take off your mask. You could take a breather. You could be there for however long. They're not going to time you, be like, oh, you got 30 minutes and you got to put your mask back on. You can be there, chill. If you want to be there the rest of the park, I don't know why, but you can do that too. So that's something nice that Universal offers, so that people can kind of take a break from their mask and still keep, everybody else safe, if they're going to take their mask off. It being busy, it's not really, I guess, like the crowd levels, they don't have a reservation system like Disney, but I do notice there's a little bit more people there, but they, for the most part, they kind of keep social distance, everyone kind of keeps themselves like socially distanced. But if it's too crowded, like for example, Harry Potter's World, Hogsmeade, all that kind of gets really crowded, so you can't really socially distance. But
sorry, you got
yes.
reveal.
Yes.
How about that, Alex?
Yes, I love it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, I was gonna say on my channel, I always do, for those who don't know, like on my channel, I forgot to mention, I do food reviews and I do a bat score. So I always do like 10 out of 10 bats, 5 out of 10.
That, yeah.
That outfit right there, I got 20 out of 10 bats.
There we go.
Yes.
Selected, man. Thank you for the support, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
All
right, bye.
Yes. Bye.
We told you we're in the Bat Loop today.
Yes, I love the energy.
We love Batman too. We're big fans. So I found that, and my husband is so crazy. He's like, I didn't know he was gonna do that. He's too funny.
Love it. That was good.
Oh, let's see, people commenting. Oh, love it.
So Mickey Girl, she was saying they kind of social distance. It's just, it depends where you're at in the park. I mean, it's the same thing with Disney. If there's just too many people, like it's down to you as an individual to kind of keep yourself, distant, because there's certain areas in Universal Studios, and I guess Disney too, where I've seen like there's just a crowd of people, and it's up to you to kind of kind of find space where you can to kind of, if not, you're just kind of like either speed walk through the crowd or the clutter, and that's all you can do. So
but that happens in Disney as well. There's your different areas that are super crowded, like in Star Wars.
Galaxy's
Edge. It's pretty crowded. Let's see. So people commenting, love it. Ooh, now that's a sexy bag. Kelly did say, wow, let me go back because I did put it up here. I'm not sure you said it, but yes, I'm telling you, he has the voice, smooth operator, great, sexy, the whole works. And girls, I hope he doesn't blush. He's single. He is single in Orlando. So daughters and girls, Speaking of which, what are you looking for in a girl? Let's I hope I don't make you blush,
No,
but
no, yeah. No, just a little
you
bit.
know
Yeah,
what?
I'm getting red look.
And how is it, Alex? Because being single now through the pandemic, I'm sure has to be so difficult. Like how?
Yeah, it is because it's like how do you go on dates socially distance? I mean,
Mhm,
because it's like sometimes, like the restaurant, not all, some, I mean, I guess most restaurants are open, but it's like not a lot of them are practicing the socially distance. Like
mhm.
I'm the kind of person that I'll go to a restaurant if they are practicing, because there's some restaurants I've gone or seen and they kind of were just like, screw it. And like there's people
The-
back to back. There's no,
You are so right, especially in Orlando. We found one. Me and my husband,
mhm,
this weekend we left. It was near Vineland. Papi, I don't know if you remember the name. It was a burger, beautiful restaurant near the Cheesecake Factory in Vineland, and it was Boar's Burgers, or I don't know the name. But when we got there first, we saw people, tons of people without masks outside, not sitting down, and
mhm.
crowds, like crowds of people. My husband grabbed me and said, "Out," and we left. So I agree with you. There's a lot of restaurants in Orlando for some reason. I
Just
don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, I have friends like out of the states, and they're kind of like, they've gone to like an IHOP or just whatever, whatever restaurant it may be. They're not really doing it so much, and so like for example, so I actually work at a restaurant. I actually serve at a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I forgot to throw that in there. But so like at my restaurant, we are skipping every other, like we have back-to-back booths, but we skip every other booth so that because we don't have plexiglass to keep
Mm-hmm.
people safe. So that's how we do that. And a lot of the tables we've had in the middle of the dining area between booths, they're gone. So you have like several tables that are far away from the booths that we have, but
Mm-hmm.
that for sure at my restaurant they're doing it. So not everyone's doing it. So going back to like the dating, you know, you have to find a restaurant that's at least you could feel safe because
Mm-hmm.
there's that, and then there's no really like you can't go out somewhere, like if I go somewhere like grocery store and I see like a cute girl or something,
Mm-hmm.
because of social distance, everything can be come up to her, touch her, and be like, hey, you have beautiful eyes. I mean, that's all you can see too is the eyes. And yeah,
You
there's
can
no,
see there's
yeah,
jacked up teeth or anything
yeah,
like
no, that or her if she does her makeup, there's no compliments on her makeup. There's nothing. And if you go on a date with a girl,
that.
how's she gonna do her makeup if she has to wear a mask all the time? And then if the mask gets on her face to smear the makeup, like so it is difficult. And I think that's why it's one of the reasons why I haven't really found anyone. And then I remember you asked me like, what am I looking for? I'm not really picky. I just feel like, you know, I mean, if a girl likes theme parks, that's a plus, right?
Yes.
Batman, that's a plus.
No, you have to find a beautiful girl that loves, inside. I'm not talking about looks, whatever. A beautiful girl that loves the theme parks and loves the like things that you guys have. It just makes things nicer and easier.
Yeah, it
Um,
does.
and I wish that for you to find your happily ever after. Like I say to everybody, you're young, and I'm sure that's gonna happen. But I
Thank
know
you.
it's hard during these times. It
It,
must be
it really
horrible.
is. I
So a
noticed.
couple of kiddos was talking a little bit about that event in California, and I don't know if you know much about that, but they're gonna open up California finally, not completely, but they're doing some great food event. But I feel bad for you guys because I think you have to pay to go in to buy food, and you have to pay parking. So I don't know. I just hope that California opens up for everybody, and they
um,
get to.
they use your imagination. Listen, if her feet are pretty, go for it. Oh, so that's what it is. Wait, hey, the good thing about in Florida, a lot of women wear sandals, so I guess I should
Sandals,
just look down, right?
sandals.
They're wearing their face masks,
Listen,
like,
30 years ago, this man, we were just in our first dates, and I was wearing back then, oh my gosh, my ears fell. Back then, moccasins were in, and I was wearing moccasins with little socks, and we're at a lake, and he's like, he set up a picnic or whatever, and he's like, why don't you take off your shoes? So I put my shoes and socks. And later I found out he was scoping the feet. He was like, if the feet were bad, he was
wow, too much.
yeah, he says if the feet are pretty, go for it. Great
there was
advice, great advice.
right, yeah. I'll write that down. I guess that's what I need to look for in a woman. Like, hey, if you have good feet, let me know.
All right,
Um,
so Kelly is saying that $75 pays for the food, parking, and entrance. Hey, that's amazing. If they do that, a couple of kiddos just second that. Includes entry, parking, photo pass, and $25 dining credit. Well, that's not bad. At least it's something, because I felt like when I was hearing, what was happening, I was like, wow, what are
mhm.
they doing? These people, need more than that. They've been without the parks for so long, and I thought it wasn't fair, but
Yeah, and then on top of that, they got whatchamacallit, the annual pass is taken away.
yeah,
So,
and they got the
all you guys over there for Disneyland's or home park, like I feel for you guys because, I can only imagine if we were still waiting for Disney World to open up. And then on top of that, Disney's like, by the way, when Disney World does open up, you're not gonna have an annual pass anymore. And it's just like, it would be terrible. So I feel for you guys, and I know a lot of you guys are getting impatient. And here's the thing that I don't get about Disney is that because there's a lot of loyal Disney fans out there, right? I mean, you could see in the chat, we all love Disney, right? And we love going to the parks. So I would think Disney would be more, I don't know, appreciative of their fans, because we are the people that go and give Disney money. We're the ones buying the snacks, going to the theme parks, their resorts, everything. They're getting all our money, and you want to take away the annual pass. I get it. In a business perspective, you're losing money, but I mean, come on, like it
Mhm.
just yeah, that's one way to push Disney fans away. They're not obviously no one's gonna like boycott Disney and be like,
Right.
"Oh, yeah, we still love Disney at the end of the day," but it makes you feel a little betrayed, because you're just like, yo, I
I myself feel that way, and I know it's my fault, but I don't know if you know. I think I told you in 2019. I had annual passes for 11 years, and I literally paid for my whole family, five of us. Every year the annual passes because we went so much. But for 2020, my big 50th, I was going to Europe for 2 weeks and another huge trip for a week. So I decided, let me cancel my annual passes because there's going to be a lot of construction, and then I'll get it back for the 50th, which is 2021.
yeah.
Big mistake, because now I can't get my passes. And I even called them. I'm like, can you look back and see how long I've had these passes? I want, and there's nothing they can do. And I got to understand their part, but I didn't think it was going to be so long that I thought by now I would be able to get my annual passes. So
Yeah.
it's tough. I hope that they get them back soon. And I want to say hi to Bob, One Stop Mouse. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Let me interrupt. Last night we were on One Stop Mouse. Bob, another channel that if you haven't subscribed to, please look at his videos and consider subscribing. He's amazing. Does a lot with the adventures of Gonzo. And they have a big thing going on next week, which is going to be a fundraiser for Pete McDivitt. And it's going to be a drinking game. And there's going to be two teams, and people are going to bring in super chats, and everything's going to go to Pete. And Katrina, if you can link the Pete McDevitt's GoFundMe and all that great things. This past Sunday, one of the reasons we were at the park was to raise money for Pete on Mouse Talks channel, which raised over $5,000. This man is amazing. He's inspiring. I hope we keep raising money. And so I'm going to be on one of the teams next week. And that's going to be on the Adventures of Gonzo's show on March 4th.
Oh,
And
nice.
Arlene is here. Hi, Arlene,
Hey,
love. Thank you
Arlene.
for being here. And we've got Alex, the smooth operator, with us. So, like I've told everybody, you guys need to go to see Alex's channel. I know you're going to love him. And
Thank you.
we,
There was one I want to touch real quickly. I don't know if he's still in here. Dustin. He was asking about the update to the Veloso coaster. So going back to I don't know if you see the comment. It
yeah,
was
let me look for it.
He asked, "Do you have any updates on the Veloso coaster? We are going in mid-April. I heard there is suspicion that it'll open up April 18th for, there you go, for the Appreciation Day." So from what I hear, I they for those who did not know, there's a new roller coaster that is coming to Universal Studios, the second park, Islands of Adventure, the Veloso coaster. If you haven't seen pictures or videos, look it up. It's amazing. I think it's going to be one of the best coasters out there. Very nicely themed. If you love Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movie, I mean, it's going to be amazing. But so they announced that it was going to open summer of 2021, right? But lately, they've been doing a lot of test runs. They've had like here and there construction walls have came down. I think they're all down now. There's a mountain part where it has like a waterfall. They've turned that on. They've done test runs. They've done test runs with people, and then we're just in February. So, and just the other day on Twitter, they have a water park. Universal Studios has a water park called Volcano Bay, right? For those who didn't know, and it's supposed to open, I think, tomorrow. And yesterday, their Twitter account, they said, oh, in 2 days, they put like V for like Velocicoaster was going to open. They're like, oh, my mistake. I mean Volcano Bay. So they're having fun with everyone. But I feel like with all these test runs and the construction walls coming down, they've done plenty of tests. I feel like either that's the kind of the date or that's been rumored. There's also rumored like soft openings in March. So if you have like a planned trip, maybe in March, if you're an annual pass holder, there's like March could be maybe like mid-March that they can be do some soft openings, especially that everyone's on spring break. That might be a big one to be like, hey, while you guys are on spring break, here's a bonus. Some tests. You can kind of soft openings for the Velocicoaster. So I don't think it's going to open in the summer, which summer to Universal's June-ish. There's no way. Maybe the earliest might be May, but I think they're going to open it maybe April-ish. So, and hey, they might surprise us and do it like the early, first week of April, which is like I think Easter week. They can, yeah, but there's no way. It's not definitely not a summer opening. Nope.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the information. I think if Disney does not come up with the annual passes, I'm really excited. I think I'm going to get Universal passes. So hopefully we'll finally meet because we've
Yeah, I
tried a
know.
couple of times,
I know.
and so we're already trying to hook you up. Give me 1 second. I found it somewhere around here. While I do that. So we've got some beautiful girls. Taylor and Alex. Taylor. Taylor's gorgeous and she loves Disney. I think she did the college program and everything, but
Really?
At least meeting new friends.
Yeah. Well, there's a link to my channel.
We'll let her know. And Birdwell, thank you for stopping by. That's so funny. So there's his channel again. And all right, so let me ask you, let's go ahead and talk Disney now. And I'm going to change from the BatLoop. I'll come back to the BatLoop here in a second. Let me go ahead and put because I looked kind of crazy with the hat and the ears. It's Disney time. I have some Disney questions. And I'm going to start with, do you have any Disney collections? Do you collect anything Disney?
Well, while you're asking, yes, I do. I do. I've collected Disney pins. I don't have a lot of collection. They are not around me to grab, but yeah, I do Disney pins. I started collecting, I don't know if they're called Nemos or those
Louima.
little, yeah. So
I have a set right there.
so I want to show, I've had him for like a month. And I barely dressed him yesterday to Animal Kingdom. I actually took him with me to Animal Kingdom. I took some pictures. So, my Instagram, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of like beautiful pictures of the parks, food, especially food, and soon this guy. But this is who I got.
Yay! Look at him, Stitch. How cute. Yeah. Let me put your pic so you can show him one more time.
He's got the little head. Yeah.
That's so cute.
So yeah, so I collected this guy a month ago because I was like, I know they were popular in Japan. For those who don't know,
Mhm.
those are something that was popular in Japan. So Disney's like, hey, we'll bring it overseas to here. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna buy them. And then up close, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have one of those. And so, they have Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Stitch, and Angel. But for those who didn't know, for an update, I don't know if you know about this, Yachty, but Kermit and Miss Piggy are the new
Yes,
ones that are
I
coming.
can't wait.
So
I literally just got this bag, which I haven't even
nice.
showed online. But yeah, I love Miss Piggy. I'm definitely getting Miss Piggy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen pictures, so they did a good job with Kermit and Miss Piggy, and I think those were good ones to bring in. I know if you look at their actual collection in Japan, because one of the characters out of, the Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy, I was like, where's Goofy? Goofy, he is available, but he's only available in Japan. He's my favorite out of the six, is
Oh
Goofy.
yeah,
And so when I saw he wasn't there, I was like, "Yo, where's the love for Goofy? Like, come on now!" But then
yeah,
he's out there. He's
seriously.
just not here yet. But when he
Right.
does, I will get him. But other collections.
Katrina says she sees a Funko.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the Funkos behind me, I started collecting them about 2 weeks ago. So
Oh,
they're not Disney. There's two of them are from Game of Thrones,
yes,
and
I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan.
yeah,
See?
yeah. And then the other one, shockingly, you would think I'm a Batman fan. I have Wolverine. So he's probably
Oh,
the only Marvel character I like. I haven't found a Batman one just yet, but when I do, I will get him. But yeah, so the Funko Pops, I was always like kind of, I don't know. It was like on and off for me. I was like, ooh, and then I was like, and then I was like, ooh, and then I was like, nah. And so I finally, caved in and was like, okay, I'll get one. So now the collection's kind of starting to grow. And oh, actually, just yesterday when I was at Magic Kingdom, because I've seen a lot of my friends, my YouTube friends, I know some of you guys are in here, like a couple of kiddos, and you guys do the unboxings of or unbaggings of like the wishables.
yeah,
And so I don't know if that will start as a collection, but I don't know if you can see it in the back. I think if you put me full screen, you can see
yeah.
there's
Let
Genie.
me do that.
And
Oh,
so yeah, see, I
oh
got
yeah, I see
yeah,
him up there.
so like 2 weeks ago at the Character Warehouse, I bought the Aladdin lamp, and then just last night I bought Genie, and so he's sitting on top of the lamp.
I
Yeah.
love that.
And if
That's
you guys
perfect.
haven't, yeah, if you guys haven't known, my favorite movie, if you see that poster, is Aladdin.
Yes, my daughter's favorite too. Aladdin is Ivana's the second child. I have a lot of people commenting about the new emos. We have a couple of kiddos waiting for Chip and Dale to come out. That's gonna be, I think, very
Oh
popular.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Katrina has Mickey and Minnie like I do. Now I have Mickey and Minnie, but I said, you know what? I'm not gonna buy the outfits because it's too much money. Da, 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 da. I'm only gonna buy the outfits when there's something really special going on, like a holiday or something. But I don't know. I almost caved in this week. I was proud of myself, but I didn't. But they had some really cute outfits. And George wants you to get him a little bat suit.
That's yes. Hey, if I find one, definitely I will, and I'll post it on my Instagram. Yeah, that would be
And
awesome.
then Katrina says she has a hookup for Funkos. Um, and so this is the website if you ever want to check
Yeah.
that out.
I'll definitely check it out. Thank you, Katrina. I was gonna mention you were bringing up the outfits. So I was just like you, like this outfit for Stitch. I was like, bro, this is the only outfit you're gonna wear. This is it. And then I remembered for those who are annual pass holders, Walt Disney World, for the whole month they were doing 30% off on
Yeah.
all the merchandise. So I was like, okay, this is the so because like you said, it's not too expensive. But I mean, it's
No,
still for clothes. It's
you,
just for clothes.
you start buying clothes and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna buy clothes again ever for you, Stitch, it's gonna be now because it's 30% off. So I bought him another outfit, and until they bring back the 30% off, I won't. He's not gonna have another outfit. But
Yeah.
I was just like you. I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy an outfit. But then I was like, oh, you're 30% off. So yeah, I'll buy you another outfit, I guess.
Yeah. With a discount, it would be good. I was able to purchase one or two items with a discount from my friends, that I Arlene was with me one day and we went shopping. I was able to get a discount on a bag, which was amazing. But 30% makes a difference. It really does.
It does.
And I wanted to say hello to the Hall Family Adventures just came in here. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're having a great time with Alex from InTheBatLoop.
Yes.
And Alex, you do amazing reviews on food. So my big question for you is, what's your favorite Disney snack or food at the parks? Because you would be the right person to ask. Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. I thought I had this off and it came through my computer. All right.
You're good.
All right.
So there's so many treats. So I guess I have to say, if they're like non-holiday treats, I would say probably the churros. I really love the churros. They're the one thing that, I will go and grab, whichever park I'm at, because they're really good, especially with the I don't know, a lot of people don't use the little chocolate dipping sauce, but I do. I love it with it. But
yeah,
that one's really good. I guess another one that I just recently found, maybe about a month ago. Hopefully they keep it at the Backlot Express at Hollywood Studios. There is a Wookie Cookie, and it's like 2 oatmeal cookies, and then they got this vanilla icing in between.
Yeah,
with the chocolate bar on top. Like, that was really good. So I was like, that one.
I ate at Backlot Express this Sunday, and I was really hungry because usually I don't really do burgers or whatever. But anyway, they have a cheeseburger that has shredded pork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I was in shock. I was like, wow, this is amazing. The thing is that since we only go up, now every once in a while, I always do a reservation at one of the restaurants. I haven't done quick service because quick service had been letting me down for so long, and I'm very picky. But there was nothing available, and we were with friends, and we went to eat and with Adventures with VP and the Adventures of Gonzo, and we ended up at the Backlot Express on their suggestion, and I was so happy. That cheeseburger with the shredded pork was fabulous. So they've stepped it up, I think, a little bit on the quick service. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on which park you're at, because I feel like for Magic Kingdom, there's not a lot of good quick service food. Besides, Peckles Bill's really good, and then Cosmic Rays is kind of hit and miss. They don't have Casey's corner open, and Sleepy Hollow's a good one.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the corn dogs now there.
Yeah.
He is obsessed with the corn dogs. I don't eat hot dogs, but everybody's saying try it. You're gonna love it. The corn dogs are really good.
Yeah, yesterday I went to Sleepy Hollow, and I was with my sister, and she got the hot dog, and I was like, yo, that looks really good. And it smelled good. She said it was pretty good. So Sleepy Hollow's a good one. But other than that, outside of that, it's like, you're kind of, you don't really have a lot of good options at Magic Kingdom. And then you go, like I said, different parks have, I think the best one with quick service food is probably Animal Kingdom.
The Flamin' Barbecue place and all the little stops there. I had the Dole Whip with me and my daughter's car. It's Dole Whip with the fun stuff, which is the Dole Whip with the coconut rum.
Right.
It's our thing. We always say with the fun stuff. All right. So let's see another Disney question. Do you have a favorite Disney restaurant?
Favorite Disney restaurant? I haven't really gone to a lot of the restaurants within Disney. They've done because I'm kind of not really tight on time, but I'm kind of just doing my vlogs and kind of doing something quick. And especially for people who are trying to, like, if you're visiting the parks and you want to do like quick service, I've done a lot of the quick service because I wanted to cover that first. So I'm trying to think restaurant wise. I don't think I've done.
It could be quick service because there's a quick service that because of you, I'm dying to try at Epcot. I forget the name. I was gonna look up your vlogs if I went to Epcot this last trip. You've been there a couple of times. I think once you had a burger there, and
I had Now you made me forget what the name was. It was like right there. I
Yeah,
was about to say it.
I don't remember seeing it before. I think it's new. Is
Yeah,
it new? It's like a
no,
barbecue.
no, they've always been there. Then the American Pavilion area. Man, it'll come to me. But yeah, so I tried one of their vegan options. I just from when I do my food reviews, I try everything so people can know, hey, if I'm vegan, what's available at the parks. So I tried a vegan burger that was like a plant-based burger, and that was absolutely delicious. And I had like a side of barbecue beans with that, and that was just whew, that was really good. And then I went a second time, and I had a half chicken, and it was like a big piece of like a whole half chicken, and it was only like 11.99, 12.99. I was like, wow, and I got a side of mac and cheese and like that, so that was all good. The mac and cheese was so, but yeah, everything at that place, cannot think of the name, but yeah, that place is really good.
It'll
You made me
come to
forget. See what you did?
you. Let me say hi to Julia. This is my Brazilian daughter. I love you so much. I miss you. I can't wait till you get back to the States. I'm so happy to see you here, love. Thank you for stopping by. Beautiful girl in college over there in Brazil. Um, let's see. All right, so let's move on from food.
Regal Eagle Smokehouse. There we go.
There you go. So if it's the one in America, is it the one all the way to the left? Because I've been there a couple of times, or is it a little stand?
Yeah, so if you were coming from, I guess if you were coming from, what would be the one before it? Like Italy, or not Italy, it's
Mhm.
actually, yeah, no. If you're coming, okay, let's say you're coming from Italy, right? It would be
Right.
on your left side. It would be right there.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's the difference. That's probably why I've never eaten there. I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna try it next time I go for sure. All right, so let's see.
That would
Because of course we got to talking, and it's already 6:52. Let me ask you this: if you could go to a fictional place, would what would you most likely go to? Like a fictional place, like in the movies. I'm not gonna give you
Hmm,
hints.
place from the movies. That's a good question.
Yeah, someone I the favorite answer I got what was one from Arlene, which um I'll tell you what I thought. When I thought of that question, I was thinking of Harry Potter World,
Okay.
where
Yeah, that would
uh,
be a good one.
yeah.
I don't, it'd probably be, probably it'd either be like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Or yeah,
good
Star
one.
Wars would be a good one. Probably a lot of people were gonna say, "Is he gonna say Gotham or something?" I was, yeah. Here's the
There
thing,
we go.
yeah, look, exactly. No, because see the
That's
thing
what
about
I thought you were gonna say.
oh yeah, here's the thing about
Too much
Gotham.
crime in Gotham.
Yeah,
There's
there's
crime.
too much crime and everything. Like, yeah, I'm saying I'm Batman and stuff, but like maybe Batman wants to go to Star Wars, be out in outer space with Darth Vader or something. So, but yeah, I would say probably in that fictional. That would be cool to just like, yeah, I just, you meet like Chewbacca and you have a lightsaber, if you're a Jedi, but hey, you don't have to be a Jedi. I can just, take one from a Jedi and then
I would love to be a Jedi. Could you imagine? I've been wanting those the lightsabers. Like I
oh,
really want to fuck up Thanos lightsaber, but I'm like, I wouldn't even know. And I used to be a flag girl in high school. I did the twirling and jumping and but I'm like, how would I handle the sword? There has to be some Jedi training for adults.
yeah, right. I'm like you. I want to get one. Those are really sweet for those who are in the chat. The lightsabers that you can make there at Hollywood Studios, they're sweet. Especially when you go through the whole little seminar thing, and Yoda talks at the end, and they all light up, and everyone raises their
So
lightsabers and
cool.
stuff. The whole experience is amazing. But the thing that I'm disappointed with the lightsaber, because here's the thing: you buy the lightsaber. What else can you do with it besides, like you said, just kind of waving it around?
Yeah.
Now, comparing it to this is where I felt like Disney failed. Compare that to Harry Potter World over there in Universal Studios. You
Yes.
have an interactive wand that you can go over to Diagon Alley and Green, not Green Guts, Hogsmeade, and you can use the spells, and they give you a map with the actual wand, and you can do all the spells and stuff. Where Star Wars, I wish they would have made the lightsaber. I don't know how they could have done it, but if they would have made it interactive, then it would have been worth, because I think it's $150,
And
$150.
more. I think Osaka Tano's is 200 and something
Yeah.
dollars.
So you're gonna
So
pay.
you're
Yeah.
so right that would have been incredible. I mean, I don't know how they would have done it because it is longer and they're probably safety reasons, but there's so much they could have done. I think that's a great idea,
Yeah,
Alex.
exactly.
I love
Like
that.
if they would have made it more interactive, then it would have been like, yeah, it's gonna be a nice little, decoration in your house, hang it up somewhere. Or if you're bored, you're playing around, you're like, oh, I'm Darth Vader, well, no one's watching. But
Yeah, for
yeah,
$200, I can buy maybe 3 Loungefly bags that I'll actually
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
my brain thinks in a different way, or I could buy a Dooney,
Yeah.
so
Or you
you're
can
right,
even, like,
Alex.
with that money, you can buy all the different kinds of wands. Because that's the thing
Mhm.
too about the wands. They're everyone, all the characters, all their wands are available at the Wizarding World over there in Universal Studios. But like I said, that was being interactive. And here's another thing for those who don't know, and you're kind of curious about Universal Studios. They'll get it eventually, but Nintendo World, they have these interactive. They're kind of almost, they look like the Magic Bands, but they're the bands for being at Nintendo World. And the bands, like, you can be interactive, like you could play games, you collect coins. There's a little, for those who know Mario, the little box that has the coins, and Mario jumps to get all the coins. You use the little wristband and you hit underneath it, and it makes the sound, and you collect the coins. So see,
So
like Universal.
I know that's happening in Japan. Is that happening over here too?
Yeah. So they built the one in Japan. The one in Hollywood Studios is already under construction. They already got a lot of the colors in and a lot of the things there. So for those who are in the California side, you guys have a better view of that, or updates about that. And then eventually it's going to come over here. It was going to be part of Epic Universe. That was supposed to be the third Universal Studios theme park, but because of the Corona and everything, they kind of delayed the plans to do it. So here's the rumor, though. There's a rumor that they might put it in for those who've been to Universal Studios, there's like a Barney area, Five's Playland, all that kid play area. They're thinking of, I mean, Barney's gone. For those who know, if you look at the updates of Universal, Barney's gone, shut down. He's done for. Like,
Wow, Barney's
I know.
gone.
So
I wanted to see it when I went back.
Yeah.
My kids were so into Barney when they were little.
Yeah, so for those who didn't have a chance, or you grew up watching Barney, he's gone. But yeah, they're thinking of putting it over there if they don't get it at the Epic Universe. Because the thing about the licensing rights, they have, whether you get, like when they had Harry Potter or like Nintendo World, they have a certain time period that they have to put the actual, like Nintendo, for example, in all their parks. So knowing they're kind of tight on time, and it was supposed to go to Epic Universe, they're probably gonna, and that was the original plan. They were gonna put it there. So Nintendo World will eventually come to Orlando, and it's probably gonna come over there in that little, play area, that little area by ET. That's what they're gonna have it.
I hope they don't get rid of ET.
No, they're not gonna get Steven Spielberg. He's, obviously the director and creator of ET. He went to Universal because they were thinking about it. He said, if you take that ride out of that theme park, you can say goodbye to Jurassic Park. You can say goodbye to anything that I have like licensing rights to. All that. So Universal's like, oh, okay.
Classic, and I want to say George is not wearing his glasses. I can tell because he said Bonnie is the man. I know you were trying to say Barney, Pa. Wear your glasses.
I don't think we're talking about Toy Story.
Oh, how funny. Oh my gosh, Alex. I want to go on with you for another hour. I think you're so amazing. But let's wrap it up. And there's one question I just have to ask because it's my favorite question.
Yeah.
And then we'll start wrapping it up. So let me look at it so I don't get it wrong here. I know that if you wait, is it this one? Hold on. Of course, my thing here is all right. Let me go by memory. If you had the chance to marry an absolute genius but she's super ugly, or the most beautiful, great looking idiot in the world, what would you choose?
I'm gonna go with genius because here's the thing. Because even though, like you said, she's genius and she's, I guess, ugly, right? Here's the thing, like over time, looks don't really last forever. And when you connect with somebody, it's about personality. You're gonna connect with, whatever is within them, what makes them them. And obviously a genius, that would be kind of a different level of, intellect of like conversations and maybe coming together with creative ideas and stuff like that. And so I'd rather have that than a girl that's just, beautiful and doesn't even know nothing or anything. And just like, because then you're just having a conversation with the wall. You're just like, and so.
Moms, did you hear that? Single ladies, did you hear that? He knows what he's talking about. Let's ask this very important question, because this is another important question, especially for us Latin community. Arlene says, "Do you dance?"
Yeah. So I'm like I do dance, but I'm like so. I had an ex-girlfriend who was kind of teaching me. For those who didn't know, I'm also half Hispanic. You guys can have
I
fun hiding.
didn't know. You can tell us a little
Yeah, yeah. So I had my girlfriend, like she was helping me with like the dance. So the dances that I like to do and I enjoy because it's part of my culture is like all the different Hispanic, whether it's salsa, all of them. So she was kind of like showing me. So I'm like, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. So
Yeah, but you'll do it. And you're not one of those guys that will be like, I don't dance, or
no,
whatever.
no.
We like men that take us out on the dance floor, even if you make an idiot of yourself. I love
Yeah,
that word right now. Idiot.
yeah,
Even
I will
if you
do
go
it.
out there and you dance. George says, as long as she has pretty feet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's not about the looks on the face, it's the feet and the intelligence. There you go. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say before you like wrap things up, just a little bit about how we met and our, the friendship that we created. So for a lot of people who didn't know, so I met, Yadi in a live stream with one of our YouTube friends, Serena Ray. And I remember
Right. It was Serena Ray.
yeah, and we were watching and she was saying hi, and I just, said hi because I was friendly. And me and her were talking within the chat, and she's like, "Oh, you do vlogs?" And me too. And she was like, "I think I'm bad at it. My voice sounds bad." And I was like, "What?" So then I opened up a new tab and I searched
Mind you, guys, I was just starting.
yeah, she had just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I think she had like 30 subscribers, and look where she's at now, like well over 300. So yeah, she was like, this was like the beginning. So I went over to her channel and I was like, what's she talking about? So I found one of her channel. Oh, and it was shopping, obviously. It was, I think we went to the lunchbox store or something, or the Disney store.
Mhm.
And I was just like, yo, like, I was like, you have potential. And I went back and I said, hey, I subscribed to your channel. I was like, this is really great content. I was like, your voice is not bad. And I was like, you're gonna be a good vlogger. And I was like, here's the thing about YouTube is that you don't change for anybody. You be you, and that's what makes you unique on the YouTube channel. Like we're all different. We all have our channels. We all have our different styles. Like don't try to change for other people. You're gonna have the hate comments, then like fine, just brush it off. But at the end of the day, you do you, and people are just gonna subscribe to you for you being you and being genuine and all that stuff. So yeah, I saw her channel and was like, hey, you got potential. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. And she was all happy. She's like, yeah, I'll check out your channel. And she's like, yeah. And then that's when she was like, oh, I love your videos. And then that's how like the friendship started. And so we started like going back and forth on leaving comments. And anytime she posted up a video, I was like, hey, this one was good. Keep up the good work. And like, oh,
Yeah,
I didn't think she was going to be a shopaholic like this with all the
confidence.
lounge fight bags, but
Alex gave me so much confidence. He was like, and Serena Ray too, because it was a whole conversation. I remember about, she was telling people just do it yourself, and then that's how I started talking about that. And I was like, I've always felt, that I have this squeaky voice, which I do whatever, but and some people either love me or they can't deal with me at all because I'm loud and whatever. But it's exactly what Alex had said back then. Just be yourself. And then I was like, yeah, whoever accepts me, then I love them, and if they don't, then see you later. And
yeah, and I remember you were being like shy about it. You were just kind of like, you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this vlogging thing right. And I'm like, no, you are, how you're vlogging, you just keep doing it because eventually, I mean, like, right, here's the thing about vlogging. It's weird because you take your camera and you go to whatever area, even at the theme parks, people are watching you and they're like, like most people are like, oh, that's a vlogger, but people are like, what are they doing? You're sitting there like, hey, like me, I'm like, hey, you guys, welcome to Disney Magic Kingdom, blah, 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 and I got all these people walking around slowly going, what is he doing? And it's like, but yeah, she was like kind of uncomfortable. She's like, I'm kind of shy. And it's like, no, it'll come naturally. Keep doing it. You're gonna love it. The vlogging life, if you haven't done it or if you are doing it, is amazing once you kind of get it down and just keep going and going and doing it. And like Arlene, like, yeah, like, when I saw her too, I was like, yeah, I gotta have her in my life. I was like, this could be part
Oh,
to a beautiful friendship. And look,
right.
here we are. And so I'm thankful. I'm glad her channel's amazing for all you guys. Like a lot of you
Oh,
guys, I'm just learning about you because you're mostly her friends, on her YouTube channel and part of her family. But I'll try to be more into because she started doing live streams in these shows, so I'll be more interactive and kind of get to know you guys. But yeah, like all you
and I
guys who are
guys,
subscribed.
that's why you see where I fell in love with Alex and he became like another son. I was like, I love him so much because he's such a wonderful guy. And I gotta say, God works in mysterious ways because I don't know if you know this, Alex, but I was live streaming on Monday. I think it was at Disney Springs. And my
Mhm.
my husband said, what are you doing next? And I'm like, oh my God, Friday. I don't have a guest. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Friday not having a guest. And then I looked at this vlog like 2 days ago because you're out there. So I wanted to see what I was saying. And I said, it's okay, I'll be alone or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start lining up people. And when I said I'm gonna start lining up people, I said I really want to line up other people that are not and whatever. And I said I really want to get in the bat loop on my channel. And then I just kept talking about whatever. But you were one of the main ones that I mentioned. And guys, it happened to be, I just said, because I didn't want to get anybody for Friday, like last minute, and make them feel like, oh, it was a last minute thing. So what I did was I started sending out to the people that I want, please let me know when you're available at 6 o'clock on a Friday so I can pencil you in. And I was like, I'm off this Friday.
Yeah.
God is amazing. He wanted us to
Yeah,
meet and have a good time and talk to each other. And
exactly.
like that, I had not only a guest for today, but in the bat loop, Alex, who
Yeah,
I really wanted to be here.
yeah, and worked out
Alex,
perfectly.
what you have coming up next on your channel?
So like I said, I went to Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna drop that video probably tonight or tomorrow. I'm thinking I have some projects going for Disney Springs. There's Disney Springs and something in City Walk that I want to kind of do. So it's like I'm not gonna tell you too much details. There's that, and then for those who didn't know, Mardi Gras is happening at Universal Studios. So I want to make sure I cover all that. And then Epcot has their festival coming up, so there's just food just everywhere. So I'm gonna be
Yes,
busy with the food.
that's amazing. And have you been to the Mardi Gras? Have you been into any of the booths? Because I have another friend I met up with that told me that it's really good. That Universal stuff is really good.
Yeah, they like Katrina, we need more Alex in
Yeah,
on the live. Yeah,
I told
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys, I
Yeah,
love him.
it'd be a pleasure, you guys. Whenever I'm available, if she wants to put me back. I mean, because here's the thing: we barely scratched on the surface of like Disney. We haven't gone to like Universal. That like there's still so much more to talk about. So, but yeah, it was fun. But what was I gonna? I lost my train of thought trying to go
Oh, I
to.
was asking about the food
Oh,
at Mardi
yeah, Mardi Gras. So I have gone through some of the booths, and the nice thing about the Mardi Gras at Universal Studios this year, because for those who know about Mardi Gras is all about that Southern Cajun kind of jambalaya kind of food, but Universal wanted to add a little twist to it, and said, hey. There's different countries out there that they celebrate festivals and they have their foods, and so they wanted to all bring it into Mardi Gras. So they got countries that are represented from like Italy, Colombia, Puerto Rico, obviously, you're going to have your New Orleans here for America. And so I've done a couple videos for those who want to check it out. And so I've tried a lot of different, Belgium is in there, Germany.
Gras.
So I've tried some foods from the booths, but there's still a lot more booths and still a lot more food. And, so I need to go back and cover that because when the Epcot one comes, like that's gonna be a whole nother list, and I'm like, yo, I cannot get behind on these foods. So
Well, I definitely want to try that. I am loving. I told you guys you were gonna love him, and that's why I've always talk about him whenever we're in lives and chatting. Amazing voice, amazing guy,
thank
and
you.
everybody is really excited to watch your videos. Like I said, a couple of kiddos had to leave, so I made bye. Thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, I'm so glad you got to join in and support. And everybody's loving you, Alex, like I knew you would. So please consider going over and subscribing. Let
You
me
guys are making me blush. Stop.
a little bit about what's going on tomorrow. Katrina, which is mod extraordinaire, is going to have her live, and I believe it's at 9 p.m. Eastern. Katrina, please correct me if I'm wrong. In her channel, the Disney Double K's. We've got Just Ginger doing her last Friday night live, and she has an amazing giveaway. Alex, she's giving away a Walt, one of the, oh, I don't have it here, the Walt with the castle. She's giving away either a Bell Loungefly and something else really great. I think it was a Churros. So you still have time. That is on at 6 p.m. West Coast time. So you have time into her live to enter that giveaway. And we have Adventures with VP on Monday night with the VP Experience. So here's Katrina's channel. Consider going over there. And was I correct on the time, Katrina, if you can let me know? And then next week, like I said, for Pete McDevitt, there's the great show on the Adventures of Gonzo's channel, which is going to be the drinking challenge game. So I would love you guys support, and we're taking super chats from $2 up, whatever you want to give, and everything's gonna go to help him out. Kelly, speaking of which, I was just gonna mention that Kelly, I have it here on my list. She has her first short that's hitting, and she's close to over 1,000. I know you've had some success with shorts, but Kelly's super excited, and we're excited for her. Cutest duck. So if you want to go to Kelly's Crazy Disney Addiction, her short is only like 21 seconds, and we're so happy for you. Congratulations on that, Kelly. And on my channel, guys, I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna have a once a month. You're gonna die. It's gonna be called Disney's Shopaholic Support Group.
Oh my gosh. Of course.
So tomorrow on my channel, I will be showing all these bags. I think I have 10 bags of our trip to Disney. I'm going to be showing my haul. We're going to talk a little bit about our addiction. It's going to be a once a month thing. And my co-host, or actually counselor, because she doesn't shop as much as us crazy people, but her husband does, is Miss Arlene from Adventures from VP. She's going to advise us and counsel us on our addiction. So I'll tell you a little bit more. Tomorrow will be the first show where I'm going to be showing all my haul. And then every month we'll bring in a couple of people, and we're going to just talk about what we last purchased and what we did, and just have fun with it. I'll be creating a Facebook group called the Disney Shopaholic Support Group. And we're just going to take this all the way through. We might get little coin stickers going for if you haven't shopped in so many days. We're going to get it going. And of course, every Friday I have my happy hour show, and I have some amazing vlogs coming from the parks. I have one video I did that I saw that people were really interested in. It's off-property hotels, and this time I did stay at a Rosen Inn, so I did a vlog on that. And so I have a lot of things going up in my channel coming up as well. And Alex, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you from the beginning for all your support, for being so amazing. I look up to your videos, like I've told everybody, and say, I've got to learn how to do this and do everything. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your friendship and support. And I can't wait to meet you. And I hope it's not during COVID, because I just want to give you the biggest bear hug.
Right. Yeah. I know, me too. Because I mean, if we meet up right now, we could only do like elbows, like
Yeah, yeah,
elbows.
yeah.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, it was a pleasure. Like I said, I'm cherishing this friendship. You're close to my heart. I'm always gonna be your number one supporter, like from the beginning until like the goal, 1,000 subscribers. So you're also someone that I believe should hit that 1,000 subscriber goal and beyond. And so, and it was fun. I love being here. I'm thankful. This is how we connect more and get stronger in this bond of this friendship. And like you said, hopefully soon we can meet up in the parks.
Yes, I'm thinking in April. I'm thinking of doing every other month. So I'm thinking April, and I'll definitely plan it better so we can have time.
Gotcha.
But with that said, guys, everybody reach for your happily ever after. And I love you guys. God bless.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.